Good morning.
Let's get started with the activity on the screen right now about unit number 11. Can you please, Fadi, read question number 1? Yes, Fadi.
نعم.
Read question number 1.
أنا أستاذ مش عامل سكرين شير للديسكتوب.
Yes.
What is unit 11 about?
Yes. What is it about?
About the news.
About news.
News.
So what's the title?
It's in the news.
Can you write that, Alice? Write
Yes,
it.
I can.
Write it now, please. Look at the question number 2, Muhammad. Read it, please.
What were the headlines about?
Yeah. No,
And
number 2.
What
This.
news?
How many
Okay,
stories?
how many stories did we look at? 3.
Okay, how many stories were they?
3 stories.
3. Now, yes, Alice, you are writing. What is unit number 11 about? Alice, you could write it. Yes.
I can't.
You can't?
No.
You started writing. So it's about
so
3
hard.
newspaper headlines. 3 newspaper headlines. Question number 3. Alice, read it and answer it, please.
What were headlines about?
Yes.
About sports news, world news, business news.
Thank you. Now, what was the first headline then? Joyce? What was the first headline? In your book, you can see that.
World
Huh?
news.
Okay, so number 2. Yes,
The
Joyce.
largest ever animal found in Egypt.
And Sally, the last one, what was the title?
Two business news.
Yeah.
City team manager angry over negative comment.
Okay, thank you. Now, what was not included in the headlines, Tiba? What was not included in the headlines? It's the question here. Yes. Talia. Kais, what was not included, please?
The verb to be and the.
Articles and verb to be. Yes, thank you. Now, next question. Read that, please, guys.
How much did the large animal weigh?
Yeah, how much did it weigh? The largest animal found, dinosaur, how much did it weigh? Yeah, who can help?
It didn't write.
It's in your book.
More
Muhammad,
than
how
No,
much
that's
did
6
it weigh?
adult elephants.
6 elephant, almost 6 adult elephants. قد 6 بيلة كلنا, yes? Now, who was the team manager? Fadi. Who was the team manager?
نزلت إيدي. كنت
It's
جاوب
okay.
السؤال قبله بس.
I could see that. Now, Muhammad, who was the team manager?
Tim Northwood.
Tim Northwood, thank you. Now, the next question, if you look at it here, what is it? Yes? What is it, Soriko? What is Soriko?
insurance company.
An insurance company,
Insurance
thank you. An insurance company. Now, let's see again. Can you see the new slide now?
Yes.
Yes. Let's look at the questions. Now, question number 1, please read that, Joyce. Look at the headlines.
Then answer the question below. Which part of the newspaper does each headline come from?
Okay.
Sports news.
Yes.
3.
Okay. Sports news number 3. Now, the next one. Alice.
World news number 1.
Okay. And the last one, please, Ubada.
Business news number 2.
Okay. Now, let's match them again and look. Now, sports news number 3. It's here. The city team manager is angry over the negative comments in the press. In order to change that into a headline in a newspaper, we crossed out certain words. You could agree on that last time, that what we crossed out was verb to be and prepositions. Wait. Nouns and articles. 2 things were crossed out. What were they?
Verb to be an article.
Look at it. Verb to be and articles. Can you see is, are, was, were, have, has, had, shall, should, will, would, can, could
No.
in the
No.
headings? No. And can you see and the?
No.
No. Why do you think when writing in newspaper headlines do people avoid using verb to be and articles? Why do they avoid using these? What's the advantage?
استاذ انا عارفها بالعربي بس ناس معناتها بالانجليزي.
So try it, say it.
الاختصارات بس الانجليزي نسيت شو معناتها.
Abbreviations, yes, to save space. This is one point. And it looks more. And they, Alice?
Not formal.
Not formal? No, they are more attractive, in fact. When they use the passive, they save also space. And they look formal. Not formal, they are formal, but more attracting without articles. Not sentences, not in the form of a sentence. Usually, even when we are writing compositions, we don't write the articles and the verbs to be. You have a headline, you have a title. Now, world news. What's the world news according to this one here? Look at it. Yes, Sally.
Largest ever animal found in Argentina.
Okay, Sally, what's the largest animal that was found in Argentina?
They found a very large bone.
A very large dinosaur, was it?
Maybe
Was
yes.
it? Muhammad, yes. Business
Yeah,
news.
it's
What's
the
the
same
business? What's the business news here? Muhammad.
Lines of recovery for insurance, then Rico.
Okay. Now, so it's about a company. What's the company's name?
Rico.
So Rico. What kind of company is it?
Insurance company.
Insurance. And what has been happening?
Recovery.
Recovery. Now, guys, look at the second part, please. Read the examples on the right here. These are the headlines in sentence form.
There are signs of recovery for the insurance company. The city manager is angry about comments in the press. The largest ever animal has been found.
Okay, thank you. Now, if you look at these and read the question, read please, guys, for them.
Compare the full sentence on the right with the headlines. Which kind of words are usually not included in headlines?
Okay, thank you very much. Now, if you compare the sentences here with the headlines above, what's missing? What's not included? There were 2 things, guys. What were they?
Verb to be and articles.
Yes, the verb to be. Now, they are underlined. Are, is, has been, and the articles. The, and there are. There. So, ممنوع ما بنحطهم هذول بالعناوين. We don't use them. You need to be careful about that and look at it again. Now, the second part, what do you think the stories will be about? Story number 1. Can you say something more than what we read in the text? Largest ever animal found in Argentina. So what's the story going to be about if we talk about this headline? Yes?
Gonna talk about how they found the animal and about it.
Okay, so one of the ideas we could say, it's the largest animal ever in the world. It's talking about an animal, not about a human being or a plant. The animal was living some many years ago, millions of years ago maybe, and it was found, so it was dead, maybe alive, we don't know. And in Argentina, it's not in Asia or North America, in Europe or Australia. So we can make up a story, not necessarily the information that we have in the text. Let's talk about it this way. Yeah, go back again. Who can say something about it? Largest ever animal found in Argentina. Give me just one piece of information. Yes, Sally.
Animal live in the roof.
Okay, another idea. Come on, say something about that. You could say it's not the smallest animal in the world, it's the largest and the biggest. Come on, ideas. Tiba. Now, look at title number 2, if you are headline number 2, signs of recovery for insurance giant Sorico. What would you say about that, please, Joyce? Yes? I have one chat. Tiba, dinosaur. Okay, you could say sentences, other students, please. Utter sentences. Now, signs of recovery. Now, for insurance, giant, Sorico. So, what's the text going to be about here, Muhammad?
Improvements for
Improvements, yes. What else would you say? What kind of company?
Insurance company.
Is it
Insurance company.
yes, insurance company. Is it a small insurance company?
No,
No.
giant.
What is it called?
Sorico.
Sorico.
Now, from the name, where would you say it comes?
Mexico, maybe?
Maybe Mexico, maybe China, maybe Japan, yes? Just guesses, we are not sure. No, signs of recovery. If we talk about signs of recovery now, what has been happening in the past?
They have a
Financial
money
situation. They had a bad financial situation. They were losing money. Now, title number 3, city team manager angry over negative comments in press. Yeah, who's angry?
Team manager.
team manager.
The manager. What manager is he?
City team manager.
Manager of
A
sports,
team manager.
city.
A team manager. What's the name of the team?
City.
City. So it's city team. And who's angry?
The manager.
The manager.
Manager.
Why is he angry?
Over negative comments.
Who did the negative comments?
The press.
The press. So he has been doing something good or something bad? What do you think?
Something bad.
And why did they comment on him?
He's not right for the job.
He's not right for the job, maybe. Yes, thank you. So let's talk about this and expand, extend it. Give me ideas. You can talk for maybe 30 seconds or a minute about this heading or the headline or this headline or this headline. Look at it and decide which one do you want to talk about.
I think the third one they lost many times.
Okay, so talk about Muhammad.
Yeah, they lost many times, not once or twice.
Okay, say more about that. Explanations. Now, the city team manager is responsible for training their team and bringing coaches. He hasn't been choosing the right coach, and the team has not been doing well. Maybe they played many matches and they lost most of them. They haven't won a match over a long period, and the people are angry. There are negative comments about him in the streets and in the field of sport around the country, maybe around different countries in the area. And the press is somehow helping people by writing articles commenting on the negative successes, the failures of this team manager, they think that he should be replaced. Something like this, Muhammad, yes?
Okay.
فهمنا الفكرة?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, let's everybody, please. Let's try, not necessarily say as long as I did, say something about one of them. Guys, try.
Well, a scientist have discovered an animal, animal bones in Africa, and they found 7% of him, and they think it's enough for discover its weight and
Okay. Yes,
size.
others. Go on. If you can help others, you can add some ideas.
They discover
they think-
something that in the past we can't
Okay.
see it. We
Yes.
know it.
Yeah.
So they put in the museum to see them. To see
Okay.
it.
To let people see it. Others, you can add ideas for this. Or for number 2, if you wish, or 3. You can scare the headline by adding to it. Yes? معنا نشفنا. We need to go. You can make it, I know, I'm sure. Joyce? Joyce, can you say something? Fadi? Type. Think about that for next time we meet in the at school next week, maybe. We are going back. Now look at the next slide. Read the paragraph number 1, please, Joyce, the Daily News.
Yeah. The Daily News. There has been a furious reaction by McLeister City Manager Tim Northwood to criticize
Criticism.
of his team's results in some newspaper.
Yes.
His team haven't won a match since last May, and some have questioned whether he is the right man for the job. Northwood insists that he has a long-term plan and that results will improve soon. Quite honestly, he said, these people who criticize me don't know what they're talking about. We're building a team here with young players, and you can't expect instant result. These things are known to take time.
Thank you. Now, what's the meaning of furious?
Very angry.
Angry. Insist. Insists.
Strongly.
Say strongly.
Say strong.
Say strongly. Now, criticize.
Say bad things about.
Bad things
Say
about.
bad things. Criticism. Negative comments. Criticism.
Negative comments.
Yeah. Instant.
Immediately.
Immediately. Now, there has been a furious reaction by Manchester City manager Tim Northwood to criticism of his team's recent results in some newspapers. His team have not won a match since last May, and some have questioned whether he is the right man for the job. So what do people want?
The team to win.
What do they want?
Want that the manager to change his way.
To change the manager as a whole. He's not the right man for the job, they say, yes? بيقولوا مش هو الشخص المناسب للوظيفة. So they want to fire him. Okay? بدهم يطردوه من الشغل. Northwood though insists that he has a long-term plan. Wait, he tells them a long-term plan, خطة بعيدة المدى, and that results will improve soon. Quite honestly, he said, these people who criticize me don't know what they are talking about. We are building a team. It's hard work. And with young players, so we need time. You can't expect instant results. Nothing will change very quickly. Wait, everybody, please. It's a long-term plan. These things are known to take time. So what's the idea here from the manager? What does he say?
City team manager angry over negative comment.
Yes, he is angry over the negative comments. And what's the justification? What explanation does he give? Guys.
He is building a team with young players, and this take times.
Thank you very much. Now, second text, read that, please. Sally. اقرأ القطعة B.
Scientists in South America have discovered bones from a huge animal that is said to be bigger than any ever found before. After 5 years of work, they now have 70% of the bones, all from the same giant dinosaur, enough to work out its size and weight.
Mhm.
It is thought to be over 70 billion years old, and scientists calculate that it was over 26 meters long and weighed
Yes.
more than 6 adult elephants. And the most amazing thing is that this one wasn't an adult. A full size of a full size one would be even
Bigger. Yes. Now, if you look at it, what's the story about here, Muhammad?
Largest ever animal.
Where was it found?
Argentina.
How much of the body did they find?
70%.
And what can this tell them?
That it is thought to be over 70 million years old.
Okay, and it could tell something about its size and weight. And it could tell them about its age, 3 things: the size, the age, and the weight. Now, they calculate that it was 26 meters long and weighed how much?
More than 6 adults.
What's surprising about it? What's amazing also about this dinosaur?
That this one wasn't an adult.
It wasn't an adult, so it was very small. A full-size one would be even bigger. Bigger than what?
6 meters and
Bigger than this one.
way more than 6 adult elephants.
Than the weight of 6 adult elephants or the length of 26 meters. Fad, read it again, please. Scientists in South America.
Scientists in South America have discovered bones from a huge animal that is said to be bigger than any ever found before. After 5 years of work, they now have 70% of the bones, all from the same giant dinosaurs, enough to work out its size and weight. It is thought to be over 70 million years old, and the scientists calculate that it was over 26 meters long and weighed more than 6 adult elephants. And the most amazing thing is that this one wasn't an adult. A full-size one would be even bigger.
Thank you. Now, what's the meaning of discovered? Line number 1.
Found.
Found, yes. Huge.
Big. Giant.
Big or giant. Yes,
Yeah.
write that. Big or giant. Now, the giant, what does it mean?
Huge.
Huge. Now, work out.
Discover.
This is it.
Calculate.
So calculate means?
Work out.
And work out means?
Calculate.
So just circle and
Calculate.
relate. Circle and relate them. And scientists found that they could calculate. It was over 26 meters long. Weighed, what's the meaning of weighed? Weighed.
وزن يعني شو وزن.
How heavy? بالإنجليزي. How heavy it was. Come on. مش نقول heavy ثقيل. قديش ثقيل? How many kilograms how many tons we say? How many kilograms? Okay. Now, amazing, the last line. Amazing.
Excited.
Surprising, astonishing, amazing.
Fascinated.
Fascinated. Adult.
Young.
Young, is it?
Not young.
So grown up. Write it. بالغ. Adult. Grown up. What's the headline for this, Joyce? شو العنوان؟
Largest ever Animal found
Go.
in Argentina.
Largest ever animal found in Argentina. The first one was city team manager angry over small comments. Now, text number 3, I need Ubad to start reading. Come on, others, I need hear you, in fact. You know, next week we are doing some assessment and you need your marks. I call you and you don't answer. Please do something. Ubad, start reading. The Surico Insurance Company.
The Surico Insurance Company, which had a difficult time in the last 2 years, announced a profit of 1.5 million yesterday. Company chairman Brian Halliday said that although this wasn't a huge amount, it was a definite improvement and a good sign for the future. I believe it shows that our situation is getting better, he said, and demonstrates that the changes we have made recently are working. I think we are now in a much stronger position than 2 years ago.
Thank you very much. What's the meaning of announced? Paragraph number 1, line number 2, sorry.
Said in public.
Said in public. Now, what's the meaning of amount?
Some.
Sum or quantity. Now, I believe.
I think.
Thank you. Demonstrates.
Shows.
Shows or explains. Okay? Demonstrate, show or explain. What kind of company is that?
Insurance company.
Insurance. What did they have in the past?
Difficult time.
Difficult times. How long for?
2 years.
And what has been happening recently?
They announced a profit of 1.5 million.
Yeah, they have been winning, making profits, making money. How much money did they make over the last year?
1.5 million.
Okay, who's talking in this text?
Company chairman.
What's his name?
Brian Halliday.
And what did he say exactly?
They
This
What did
wasn't
he
a huge
say?
amount, but it's a defined improvement.
Okay, that's nice. It isn't a big amount, but it's a sign of improvement. So we didn't make millions and millions of dollars or pounds. It's an improvement. It's a step on the way. And it's a good sign. شو يعني مؤشر جيد. Write it, good sign. It's a hint, H-I-N-T, for the future. So is he pessimistic or optimistic about tomorrow?
Optimistic.
He's optimistic. What does he think?
The situation is getting better.
The situation is getting better. And how? The changes are working. Yeah, the changes they have made recently are working. يعني القرارات اللي عملوها جديد مفيدة. Okay, we are now in a much stronger position. How are they in a much stronger position?
Because they had difficult
They made a
times.
profit.
Okay, they passed the difficult times and they are making a profit. So we could write that. They have passed the difficult times and they are making profits. Now, we are much better than 2 years ago. If you look at 2 years ago, what was happening?
Difficult time.
They had difficult times. What's happening now?
They make
They're
a
getting
profit.
better.
Nicole, can you read this text again, please? No, she's not ready. Anybody ready? I'm not going to choose the same people. I need others to take part. Guys, read it again, please. I'm so sorry for those.
Surico Insurance Company, which has had a difficult time in the last 2 years, announced a profit of 1.5 million yesterday. Company chairman Brian Halliday said that although this wasn't a huge amount, it was a defined improvement and a good sign for the future. I believe it shows that our situation is getting better, he said, and demonstrates that the changes we have made recently are working. I think we are now in a much stronger position than 2 years ago.
Thank you. Now, the activity on the next page, the vocabularies. Number 1, find words that have these meanings. 2 hands raised. Okay. Let's get started. Muhammad and Kais and Alice and Fadi. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Very angry.
Okay.
Comments, criticism.
Next.
Found, discovered.
Next.
Work out, calculate.
Okay, the next one, Joyce.
Giant, huge.
And the next one, Ubada.
Getting better, improve.
Improvement. And the next one, Nicole. Tiba.
أستاذ أنا رافعة إيدي.
اوكي يلا جاوبي. ما بختفوا الاسماء من عندي بطل عن هذه. يلا. Believe. Thank you. And Tiba did answer on the chats. Believe. Now the next one, position. Murad. Come on, Murad.
Situation.
Situation. And the last one, do that, please, Ru'a. If not, Ru'a Fadi. Shows.
Shows, demonstrates.
Thank you very much for today. Thank you. Bye-bye.